Good morning.
Good morning.
So as a parent, you do try to set a good example and behave in ways that your children will copy because you know they're going to copy you. So I'm facing a dilemma in that my daughter, who is 15, is about to travel abroad without me for the first time. She's going to Spain this summer. Do I tell her about my adventure in Spain when I was 20 or not? Flashback, it's 1986, and I'm 20 years old at the University of Colorado Boulder, and I have this amazing, incredible opportunity to travel abroad with Semester at Sea. Semester at Sea is a program where you get to literally go around the world on a cruise ship and you stop at 10 different countries. I was majoring in cultural geography, so this was a pretty good fit. Not going to go through all 10 countries. Going to skip to the end. The last country was Spain, and we landed in Spain in December at the port of Cadiz. My friend Deborah and I promptly disembarked off the ship. So Semester at Sea in those days was probably a little looser than it is today, and you were allowed, since you were over the age of 18 and presumably an adult, to just get off the ship and go travel. So Deb and I got off the ship and decided that we were going to go to Granada. 3-hour bus ride. We did this with absolutely no pre-planning. Didn't know where we were going to stay. Our only goal was to get there, find some amazing food, hang out in the cafes, see the cathedral, and visit the Alhambra the next day, which is an absolutely stunningly beautiful fort, kind of comparable to the Taj Mahal. So that's my little segue, my little pitch for if you ever get to Spain, go see the Alhambra. So we get on the bus, we travel 3 hours, fairly uneventful bus ride through the rolling countryside of Andalusia. Beautiful country, green hills, kind of reminded me of Colorado. We get to Granada, and it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We start walking downtown into the squares, see the beautiful cathedrals, hanging out in the cafes, having a lovely time. It's about 52 degrees in December, not like the weather we're having here. We're hanging out in the cafes, chatting up the locals. This is where I should describe Deb versus me. So Deb was 5'2", long curly black hair, the epitome of Italian vivaciousness. I'm pretty much the way you see me today, 6 foot, blonde and lanky. She speaks Castilian Spanish. On her own, she probably would have just blended in. With me as her companion, yeah, we don't blend. So we're chatting in the cafes, and we're asking the locals for some helpful hints. Remember, we had no pre-planning. So where's a cheap hotel that maybe we can spend the night tonight? And we start to get these looks like, we're thinking, okay, this head shake thing, probably not good. Luckily, Deb speaks Spanish, and she says, what's the problemo? And the locals tell us that it is the Feast of the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary. So we've managed to come into a major Spanish city on one of the muy importante family days, where everybody comes into town and all of the hotel rooms and hostels are booked. So like the Virgin at Christmas, there is no room at the inn. So we remain calm, and being young and optimistic, we figure, well, we were planning to just drink and go to the bars and hang out anyway tonight, so we'll just stay in the bars and then we'll find an all-night diner or breakfast place, right? So that's what we do. Have a marvelous time drinking, dancing. The bars are full of young people. They're all in town because it's a big family event. They're hanging with their friends. We're hanging with everybody. About 2 a.m., the bars close. There are no all-night coffee shops. So the first do as I say, not as I did, don't travel 300 kilometers into a foreign country and not know where you're going to sleep that night. Little pre-planning is good. So, two young gentlemen that we'd been flirting with said, you can come with us. Our mom won't mind if you come and just sleep on our couch. We get on the subway. About 15 minutes, I'm starting to get a bad feeling. I'm like, Deb, this doesn't feel right. I think we need to get off this subway and go back into the city. So we did. We get back in the city. We're walking down the street again. It's about 3 a.m., 32 degrees, and it's getting a little chilly. What are we gonna do? The coffee shop's open at 5:30 in the morning. We're walking down the street, and I see an old-fashioned phone booth. Okay, remember, this is 1986. We don't carry mobile phones. So this phone booth is all plexiglass. It's about 4 by 4, right? So it's about this big by this big. And I say to Deb, okay, crazy, what if we just get in the phone booth? It has an accordion door. We'll shut the door. We'll jam our feet against it. We can go to sleep. So we did. I wake up about an hour later, and I'm sure I hear mooing. Okay, this is the audience participation part. You all have to moo like a cow. Ready? Moo. I look up. There are cows surrounding the phone booth. I shake Deb awake. I say, please tell me you see cows, because I'm either really drunk or dreaming. She says, see, amigo, I see cows. The next morning, we get up, and we go to the coffee shop. The proprietor says to us, yes, they moved the herds across town on the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary because it's very good fortune. So what I would say to my daughter, as the do as I say and do as I did, be open to possibility, be safe, and have amazing adventures. Gracias.